On December 19, 2025, Cassandra Irick was arrested in Romulus, Michigan after a traffic stop conducted by Officer Chris Renner of the Romulus Police Department. She was charged with one felony count of possession of a controlled substance or controlled substance analog under Michigan Compiled Laws 333-7403. Officer Renner initiated the traffic stop after observing what he believed to be a traffic violation involving an obstructed rear window. During the investigation, officers determined that Ms. Irick was operating the vehicle while her driver's license was suspended, resulting in her arrest. Following the arrest, officers conducted a search of the vehicle incident to that arrest and allegedly discovered controlled substances inside a purse located on the passenger side. After several procedural delays, the case moved forward on June 30, 2026, with a preliminary examination.
In your appearance for the People versus Irick, please. Ms. Bridgeway.
Under the Defender Service, E88847 on behalf of Ms. Irick. Cassandra Irick.
Thank you.
Call Officer Raymond.
Good morning. Raise your right hand. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth today. Watch your step on my ramp. Have a seat. When you're ready, Counsel.
Thank you. State your name, please.
Officer Chris Rain, Brown Police Department.
Raina.
Rain, yes, sir.
Officer Rain, good to see you. Officer Rain, how many years have you worked for the Romulus Police Department?
Be 10 years in July.
Taking it back to December 19 of last year, 2025, about 4 in the afternoon, were you working?
I was.
What were you doing at the time?
I was on patrol.
Did you have a partner or were you acting alone?
I had a partner, Officer Myson.
Are you in a marked vehicle or unmarked?
Mark,
Uniform or no reason?
full class vehicle.
Did you have contact with a woman named Cassandra Irick?
I did.
Irick.
Yes.
Where did you have contact with Cassandra Irick?
The Easter Road, I believe, near Wood. In Ron, City of Romulus.
In what municipalities are located? You said Romulus.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. Officer, what caused you to notice this person, Cassandra Irick?
The rear window of her vehicle was completely blocked, as if she wouldn't have been able to see out of it,
Is it a ticketable offense?
as far as I understand.
Do you remember where precisely you first encountered the driver of the other vehicle?
You mean like where in the city?
Yeah.
It was in the area of Inkster and Wick is what I recall.
As a result of noticing obstructed window, obstructed windshield, windows, what actions, if any, did you take?
I conducted a traffic stop.
Do you remember what type of vehicle this person was in?
I remember being a smaller sedan. I don't remember the specific make and model, unfortunately. I could look back at the report that I parked the road if needed.
Unnecessary. Do you know whether the driver was alone in the vehicle?
Sure.
Now, if you saw the driver of that vehicle again, do you think you'd recognize him?
I would.
Look around the court and let Judge Oakley know whether you see him.
The young lady in black.
Your Honor, may the record reflect the witnesses identified the defendant.
Noted.
But what actions did you take, if any, when you made a traffic stop or initiated a traffic stop?
Right.
Did the driver, the siren, comply?
She did. I made contact with the driver's side of the vehicle and we discovered that her license was suspended.
What did you do when you learned the other lady's license had been suspended?
So with our policy and procedure, it's an arrestable offense. I got her out of the vehicle, placed her in handcuffs, and walked her to the back of the patrol vehicle after conducting a search on her person.
Did you conduct a search of the person?
I'll be honest, the person, I don't remember if it was myself or my partner, Officer Mahyson. I know I searched the vehicle, but I can't recall at that moment if I searched her person or if he did. One of us would have conducted a search.
Any contraband found?
Not on her person.
Did you find any contraband?
I did.
Where did you locate contraband?
It was inside of a purse, which had a couple plastic baggies in it. It was on the passenger side of the vehicle.
Any other women in the car or standing in the car?
No, sir.
Defendant offer any explanation?
Cannot recall off the top of my head.
Officer, what happens when you confiscate what might be controlled substances?
We collect it, we hold it with us until we take it to the station. We kind of do what we call processing the evidence. So we secure it in a generally a manila envelope or a plastic baggie, secure it with property tape, put it in a drop box with what's called an MSP lab sheet, which is just us asking the Michigan State Police to do an analysis of what we believe is narcotics. And then
Defendant never say to you that she had a valid prescription for the controlled substance?
Not that I recall.
So what happens ultimately to this defendant?
She'll be arrested for possession of narcotics.
Thank you, Eric. Nothing from.
Cross, Ms. Ridgway.
Officer Reyna, you were driving, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're the one who pulled over your scout cars.
That's correct.
And you did that because of the allegedly obstructed rear window of this Ford Focus.
Correct.
You didn't really notice anything else about this car, right?
Correct.
It had all its mirrors
As far as I know, yes, ma'am.
and it was operating fine.
Yes.
I have no further questions.
Held in the Romulus District Court before Judge Brian Oakley. During the hearing, Ms. Irick was represented by defense attorney Martha Ridgway, while the prosecution was represented by assistant prosecutor Stephen Kaplan. Mr. Kaplan questioned Officer Chris Renner about Cassandra Irick's arrest, and Officer Renner confirmed that the arrest was based on Ms. Irick operating a motor vehicle with a suspended driver's license. Under Michigan compiled laws 257-904, driving with a suspended license constitutes a criminal misdemeanor rather than a civil infraction. Because the offense carries the possibility of incarceration, law enforcement officers are authorized to make a full custodial arrest. To conduct a lawful traffic stop, an officer must have reasonable articulable suspicion that a traffic or equipment violation has occurred.
Any defense witnesses?
No,
Ready for argument.
Any case happens thousands of times across the United States per day, maybe not Saturday and Sunday. You have police officers on patrol in a marked vehicle, judge. They observe a car with obstructed view for the driver. They initiate a traffic stop. In doing so, they learn that the defendant has a suspended license. And as you know, judge, that's an arrestable offense. They arrested her. They search her, incident to the arrest. And it's unclear as to who did what. Collectively, the two of them confiscated the drugs, and you know that they followed procedure. You heard from both of them as to what happens with the controlled substance. We would seek a bind over as charged.
Counsel.
Your Honor, this case was a violation of Ms. Irick's Fourth Amendment rights, and she was pulled over for this alleged infraction. MCL 257.709 clearly states that a person shall not drive a motor vehicle if driver visibility through the rear window is obstructed unless the vehicle is equipped with two mirrors, one on each side. So the only way that they could have had probable cause to pull over Ms. Irick on this day is if her back vehicle was obstructed and she was missing one of her two side mirrors. We just heard Officer Reyna say nothing else was wrong with the vehicle. There was no probable cause to stop the car. That is from Wren versus the United States. That is established law. There was no probable cause to believe a traffic violation had.
Officer Renner testified that the vehicle's rear window was completely obstructed, which he believed established the legal basis for the stop. Under the United States Supreme Court's decision in Wren v. United States, a traffic stop is constitutionally valid whenever an officer observes an actual traffic or equipment violation, regardless of the officer's subjective intent or underlying motivation. After the presentation of testimony concluded, Judge Brian Oakley stated that the court was prepared to proceed with closing arguments. Defense attorney Martha Ridgway argued that Officer Chris Renner did not have a lawful legal basis to initiate the traffic stop involving Cassandra Irick. Under Michigan compiled laws 257-709, a person may not operate a motor vehicle with an
Mr. Kaplan, argument.
Well, thank you. You heard unequivocal testimony that that vehicle, the silver Ford Focus, 2012, had an obstructed rear window. That's dangerous. It's dangerous driving that way. It could lead to accidents. Legislature doesn't want that. In this case, that's what she had. It's a question of fact for the jury beyond.
Essentially, the police have to follow the law. They both testify that they're police officers, that they know the law. They pulled Miss Irick over outside of their bounds as law enforcement. Okay, I understand seeing something obstructed and thinking, oh, maybe she can't see, but unless you have probable cause to pull somebody over for a traffic infraction, you cannot do that. And from this infraction, Miss Irick was arrested, a search was conducted. That is all fruit of the poisonous tree in this case. Thank you.
How is it probable cause if it's not a infraction?
Obstructed rear window is an offense, and it's dangerous.
But she just read me the statute, and it said that the obstructed window is only an infraction if she doesn't have side mirrors.
You have to compare any evidence about it.
I did. She asked him if he noticed anything else about the car. Did it have its mirrors? And he said, as far as I know.
We take the position that had he not stopped that vehicle, could have been a very serious accident.
Could have been. But I drive an F-150 with a cap on the back and I can't see spit out of my window other than headlights at night. Dismiss. Good police work doesn't always end up with convictions.
Obstructed rear window unless the vehicle is equipped with two properly functioning outside mirrors, one mounted on each side. MS. Ridgway relied on Officer Renner's own testimony during cross-examination, where he acknowledged that the vehicle was equipped with fully functional outside mirrors and that he observed no other traffic or equipment violations apart from the obstructed rear window. Because the vehicle fell within the statutory exception, Ms. Ridgway argued that no traffic violation had actually occurred. As a result, she maintained that the traffic stop violated Ms. Irick's Fourth Amendment rights, which protect individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures. Judge Brian Oakley concluded that the initial traffic stop was not supported by probable cause. Defense attorney Martha Ridgway argued that Officer Chris Renner either misinterpreted or failed to understand the specific requirements of Michigan Compiled Laws Section 257-709, leaving the stop without a lawful legal foundation. The defense further asserted that the stop did not satisfy the constitutional standard governing mistakes of law by law enforcement officers. Under the legal framework established in Hayen v. North Carolina and later applied by the Michigan Supreme Court in People v. Lisinski, a traffic stop based on a mistake of law is constitutionally valid only when that mistake is objectively reasonable. When the language of a statute is clear and unambiguous, an officer's misunderstanding of the law is considered objectively unreasonable. Because the vehicle was equipped with functional side view mirrors, the obstructed rear window did not constitute a traffic violation under the applicable statute. As a result, the defense argued that the stop was based on an objectively unreasonable mistake of law, requiring the exclusion of all evidence obtained as a consequence of that unlawful stop. After considering the arguments presented, Judge Oakley ruled that the traffic stop was unlawful,